Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Santana. How are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you guys?
We gorgeous. As you can see, she's gorgeous, I'm gorgeous, we gorgeous.
We gorgeous.
Nice talk, by the way.
Nice.
Great to see you, Lucas.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks so much,
Why are you
guys.
happy to be here?
Because it's friends. You know, like music and friends. There is nothing better than that.
That's friends and family.
Friends, family, music.
And
That's all we need.
And that's why we're here also, to see how we grow this family.
Yeah.
So you have given a lot of concerts in Amersfoort past 2 years, haven't you?
Exactly. I've been in Amersfoort quite intensively the last 2 years, and it's been an honor and a privilege, to be honest. You know, like I could never expect to play with so many good people, with so many different projects, and also to have the opportunity to travel to those places that the people that are here came specifically for this. So I'm happy to have this cultural exchange with everyone.
So can you tell something about what happened, how it happened? How did you know, hey, I'm going to be an exceptional talent promoted by Amersfoort?
That's a good story. Sven Rozier, we played together a couple years ago back in Amsterdam in wedding bands and some parties. And then he started working with Alexander Bates, and then Alexander was looking for a young artist to become the artist in residence or the laureate exceptional talent. And then Sven dropped my name. And then Alexander called me and said, "Hey, come to me. I would like to have a talk to you." So then I came to Amersfoort, and then he introduced me the idea of the festival and what we would be doing for the next year. I was very honored, but also very scared when he offered to me, because even though I'm a musician already for quite some years, it was a lot of responsibility on my hands. For the first time, to be a professional musician on in several stages, was not only one, you know, like was many days in a row. So it took me some time to understand and to figure out what I was about to deliver to the audience. And then last year we had a festival in August. I had 9 concerts in 7 days with a lot of different people and setups and music. So I went from DJ and sound design in a church to a Brazilian party at the ending of the festival. I played with my quintet, I played with the strings, I played again with the DJ, with dancers, and it was amazing to have this opportunity to explore your musicality, your what you have to offer. I never had this chance before because I'm from Brazil, and you know, like in Brazil, a lot of people survive. You know, like we work a lot and we survive that hard life. So, musically speaking, you know, like I was playing to pay the bills. I didn't have time to explore my musicality. You know, so and then last year was the first time that I had the chance to say, okay, what I gonna do? What I want to do? And then the festival happened. I was really happy to present all my projects here in 7 days. And after that, I made a lot of friends around the world with the World Jazz Network, with the Amersfoort World Jazz Festival. We went to a few countries. We went to Hungary, Poland, Thailand, India, Sicily, France, Canary Islands, and now we're going to South Africa in 3 weeks. So it's been a really good journey and a really good experience.
So what would you say the biggest takeaway is? Was it the way that you communicate with people? Was it how you organize a tour? Was it how to organize your digital distribution? What was the key thing that led to you that you think, wow, that's a lot of wisdom that it has given to me?
I think the biggest wisdom was not music. The music was the pleasure part of it, the joy of having the space to perform. I think what I learned the most was basically like organization and producing a project, you know. For the first time, I had my band on the road. I have a quintet, and then we traveled to all those countries. So it was really challenging to learn how the subsidies works, and then you get in touch with a festival abroad, and then you send the backline, and then you have hotel, taxi, transfer, and how we're gonna travel from country to country, and then some emergency happens also on the travel, so then you have to act fast. So I think like the biggest challenge for me was producing actually, and then on the stage was just joy and happiness.
So I was at your concert and the Achten Kapelle, I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very much like a classical kind of concert.
Exactly.
And I was wondering, what if you were talking to the South Africans that you're going to be seeing in a couple of weeks' time, what are they going to experience from you? Because you've got all these multiple personalities, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think I'm really blessed to be born in Brazil, because my dad showed me everything from classical to jazz to samba to world music. And then here in the Netherlands, my focus it's mainly on jazz. Even though I play Brazilian music, I play world music a lot. So in South Africa, we're gonna play some of my songs we recorded 2 years ago with my quintet. Basically, straight ahead jazz.
Okay.
We're gonna play some swinging music and try to make people enjoy some jazz, some influenced by the jazz heroes like Cannibal Adderley, Joe Henderson, Coltrane. So I'm just bringing this heritage to the stage with a little bit of my background.
And will you be checking out the South African music?
I would love to stay a couple of days there to check the South African music.
We've organized 2 extra kind of jam sessions for you.
Yesterday
South Africans.
yesterday we were playing here in the theater, and then after we finished the concert, there was a South African band playing across the square. I left my band behind and I went straight to them, and we partied for 45 minutes together.
You're going to be doing some more of that.
I would love to. I think that's the point.
That will be arranged.
I think that's the point.
So of these multiple musical personalities, which one is the most to you?
I have no idea yet.
You're still trying to figure yourself.
I was punishing myself trying to figure this out, and and then at some point I realized that I shouldn't. Maybe I should enjoy a little bit all these different musical identities that I have, and then explore one by one at a time. So I had my jazz quintet for 2 years. I'm writing for strings now. I have a classical music background, so I think I would love to explore this classical and arranging and composing a little bit more. But I also would love to... my dream is to write for a full orchestra, so I'm slowly building my career towards that. So I wrote for strings. Next step, I would like to write for a big band. And then in this big band, I would like to play jazz and Brazilian music. So the answer is, I don't know which one of these identities are the strongest one, but I know that I would love to explore this.
For as
But
long
who
as
says it's different personalities?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Who says it's different? Yeah, but maybe it's all Lucas.
Yes.
And one is Lucas playing in this style, and the other one is Lucas playing in the other style.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear you playing, I really hear you.
Yeah, it's like when we. It's funny because I'm a Brazilian guy living in the Netherlands playing American music. So I feel I have this imposter syndrome that like I would never sound like an American guy playing jazz. So it's hard for me sometimes to find my space. What should I play? Should I play Brazilian? Should I play jazz? And that's one of the questions that I have like every day. Which kind of music I would like to write next? And I think that just asking this question to myself just gives me even more pain.
Yeah.
So I think like if I embrace one at a time and explore this one at a time, maybe at some point I will feel more comfortable in one of them.
But I don't think I think where Ellister was going with this is, it's a very deep artistic question about space and place and where do you find yourself. If people can see you in the different faces of Lucas, that's cool. that gives you the ability to reinvent yourself in different places. You don't have to choose one now.
Yeah.
You can choose who you are on stage, and you don't have to be that at that. You can be different things at different moments. But what I really like about what you're saying is going into writing, going into arranging, going into influencing repertoire. That's a real long-term career. And that allows you to really start at your young, tender age to build a legacy and the oeuvre for the future. That sounds very exciting.
Yeah, like I've been related to schools since I'm like 12 years old, and then I finished my master's here in Amsterdam when I turned 27. And since then, I am more politically engaged in some questions that I never thought before. For example, like first I was a student, and now I'm a resident of this country, but I'm also an immigrant. So I find myself in so many different situations that's not related to music, but influences the music. So sometimes I am homesick from Brazil, and I love my country with all those problems, but with all the beauty of that music. And sometimes I want to bring that closer, you know. And sometimes I feel like I should go more to the jazz, because that's all the knowledge that I got from my playing comes from that source. So for me, it's been one of my challenges also is to try to understand the space and the time where I'm living, and combine this with the kind of musical life or musical career that I would like to have in the future. I think that's the point where I'm trying to understand at this point.
I think you don't worry too much about the future. Take care of today, because you seem to be doing really well.
Well, the funny thing is, today we asked a little bit of advice to a lot of people. One of the big advices for us as World Jazz Network and for the Amersfoort Festival was get rid of all the boundaries.
Yeah.
Get rid of the names of world and jazz. Just, it's all music. So maybe it also goes within not only the macro thing, but also the micro thing. Whenever you feel that there's boundaries, maybe just get rid of those.
Yeah.
You eraser and eraser.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying. Slowly, I'm trying. You know, like because when you have a new product, when a new musical product, you need to write a short bio for people to understand a little bit. You know, and I'm trying the most to write the least and say Lucas Santana Group. That's what. At some point, I just want to Lucas Santana Group. Come to the concert and figure it out what we're gonna play, because I sometimes don't have idea what I would like to play. But yeah, it's hard to. People want to put you in boxes all the time.
Oh yeah.
And you know, like I've been putting boxes all the time. So for me, it's also hard to not put myself in one of those boxes.
But if I would tell you I would like to put you in a little box, you would probably misunderstand.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
For sure.
people like you and me can't fit in little boxes. So don't let people put you in little boxes, you know? So, and just allow yourself to write your own story.
Yes.
And when you're going to write that bio, you don't have to have one bio. You can have multiple bios, and you can have multiple narratives. As long as you control them, that will be cool.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing you grow.
Thank you so
Looking
much.
forward to seeing you in Johannesburg. I'm looking forward to some of those jam sessions.
I'm really looking forward to see you guys there.
I think you're adding one style to your music as soon as you get there.
Yeah, I had the privilege this year to go to Ghana for the first time.
Wow.
I was there a week ago.
Yeah.
By mistake.
And it was, you know, like being a black guy in Brazil. When you travel to Africa, you realize like, oh, okay, now a few things make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to go to South Africa, because I think I deserve that to myself.
You're gonna see you're gonna taste some of your roots.
Exactly.
You're gonna experience. I was in Salvador de Bahia, and I saw the bow instrument, and I saw the capoeira, and I went to Candomblé, and you could see the cultural influences.
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to you coming over and watching you drink from the cup.
Yeah, just a little short story about when I went to Ghana. I played a concert there with a band, and it was high life music. You know, like beautiful. And then I took a solo in one song, and then people really enjoyed the solo. And then a few people came to talk to me after the concert and said, "Man, did you practice like high life music? Like, did you heard before?" I never heard that before. I said, no, that's the way we play Brazilian music there. So like there is a connection, you know, like, so we're connecting the dots.
Yes.
So I think this is going to be really special also for my inner growth and musical career.
Cool.
Right.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much.